Good day, everybody. This is Vic from V Drive bringing it to you. 2006, the chassis W211 E500. Allow me to explain a lot of things about this car because this is one of the most reliable engines that you can find in the Mercedes history. I personally have a Mercedes that's an E320. It's a W210 body style, which is 2000 Mercedes, but this is just a whole different class and I absolutely love about it. Let's dive right into it. Now, some of you might be wondering what would be the price of this specific vehicle when it landed in Canada or North America, right? I'm just going to talk about the Canadian prices there. When they started this body style in 2002, they started roughly around that $78,000 a price range for a rear-wheel drive sedan. This specific one is a 4MATIC all-wheel drive. This specific one was 80 some grand at that time. In 2006, this vehicle became 84 grand for a rear-wheel drive version, and this specific one right now is about 88 grand when they launched in 2006. Now, amazing look. It has the facelift, it has a nice lights, the wheels and everything, which I'm going to get into right now. But they actually put a lot of work into this specific vehicle. Now, you're looking into this video in 2025. I'm telling you this, if you're looking for an all-wheel drive vehicle that's going to last you years and years, this is the one because you can get one of these ones for 11, 12 grand. Thanks to Wolf GMC Buick for giving me this vehicle. They have about 135,000 kilometers on this one, and you can buy it for only 12 grand. Now, come back right here. Look at the nice hood placement as you can see. You have the standing Mercedes logo, which is pretty cool. Unlike Rolls-Royce, you can actually steal this, but what you're gonna do with it? Nothing, right? So don't even touch a Mercedes logo. Now, you have the nice vents on top of this vehicle right here. That's where you have your spray-ins for your windshield and of course your heat extractors there too. At the front end, you have these upgraded lights from the W210 model to W211. Looks pretty cool. You have the turn signal on top, projector high beam here, and of course, your regular beams here, and when you turn these on, you have the high beams turn on too. The front Class C Mercedes grille, because in 2006, when you have one of these bad boys, anybody can tell what you're driving from a far distance. Yes, S-Class has its own presence and styling, but this specific vehicle still stands out because it's not as long as a S-Class, but still has a decent class where you can fit your family too. Now, at the front end, you definitely have sensors here too, 3 sensors on this strip, 3 on the other side, and you also have this pocket right here where you can wash your front headlamps as well while driving, because you know what, you're one of the executives. That's what each stand for, Executive 500. So you don't have to step out and actually wash your headlights there, right? Down below you have the fog lamps and of course a fake vent right here and the front meshed blacked out grille to cool down your radiators, whatever you have over there, right? Now, come to the side right here. I want to show you here. You have these 245 45 R17 tires with the disc brakes at the back, and you can possibly fit 18 inches of aftermarket wheels as well if you like, some Brabus or something, because you know what, the reason you're looking at this car, because you're somewhere just like me, mid-20s, and you're looking for a cool looking car. You can put some nice wheels on it and make your status upgraded within your society or within your friends there too. Now, let's get back to the review here. Enough with the emotions. On the side mirror here, you have this nice sturdiness here. In case if you hit something, you can move these mirrors without even breaking them. You have the turn signals right here too. Underneath here, you have the nice strip that goes across with the chrome in between. Nice cool handle right here, and of course the key that goes right into it. Now, it does have lock and lock with the fob right here, and this is how the key looks like. Now, unlike any other key, this looks pretty cool actually. Right? Now, if you do not like this key style, you can upgrade it to the newer Mercedes key as well, which is going to cost you about $100 in Canada. I don't know how it's going to be in the other states there. Cool looking design as you can see. Nice slope at the back. Of course, the rear doors, all that kind of stuff. Come to the back. I want to show it to you. I'm going to move this plate here real quick. Just look into the space right here. You have a lot of space right here. Not only an executive, you could be a mafia boss as well. You can throw a couple of bodies inside if you like. Now, in case you want to access your spare tire, which is going to be a donut, yes, you heard it right, you can actually lift this up and hang it like this. A lot of new cars have that, but imagine having that in one of the older vehicles. Even in the W210, they had this specific small feature there too. Now, underneath this area, that's where you have your donut and all your tools, as you can see right here. right? You can do all the services, whatever you like to have. Now, let me just close this one. Look at these tailgates at the back. Looks really cute, right? Fully red, and of course you have a turn signal, backup sensors on the strip right here, and you have a brake light right in the middle of the trunk here too. Obviously E500, 4MATIC, and if you'll come closer, I want to show it to you. At this place where you have the plate, you actually have a VIN number and a barcode there too that shows what VIN number it is. Very thoughtful, something small, but very thoughtful. And at the back, you have dual exhaust on this side, which is pretty cool as well. Now let's just get into this, the heart of the vehicle right here. As soon as you open up your hood, you have this portion that comes out. You pull this and you lift up the engine. Now this is what the whole real estate actually stands. You have 5-liter V8, which this have for many, many years, and which is paired to 5-speed transmission there, which is all automatic. Now, with this specific 5-liter engine, which is the most reliable one, you have 302 horsepower and 339 pound-feet of torque. Now, 0 to 100, this vehicle goes from 0 to 100 in 6.0 seconds there. 6 seconds, not too bad, because at the end of the day, it's also a comfortable vehicle with the reliable engine as well as your air suspension, air ride control as well. Now, the two other upgrades that you get into this specific one is the E550, where you have a 5.5 V8 and you can have an AMG package without overkilling it with the E63. Or you can also have in the specific one E63, where you're going to be spending about $150,000. It's a handcrafted AMG engine that's going to get you close to 465 horsepower and 507 horsepower and 465 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 104.3 seconds, which is pretty quick. Now, but if you want to stick to something that has less problems, as I said it is time and time again, this is the one actually. Now, you close this, everything is solid. The whole vehicle is built solid. Everything is strong metal, nothing plasticky or cheap in this one. Now, let's get to the back seats of the vehicle so I can show it to you what they had back in 20 years ago. Before I get inside the vehicle, I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate you watching this video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to shoot more and more vintage cars like these, or a lot of new stuffs too. Now let's get inside the vehicle, but before that I want to show you something. You open this door, the door can hold itself right at this angle or at this angle, of course, and the extended one too. In case you want to close this door, all you have to do is just this. Look at this. You can close this at a very short angle there, which is not a big deal to some of you people, but you know what? Having an older car and comparing it to something new, it's not going to be the same feel. This specific one does not have the soft closing door, but you can still do just this, right? Now let's get inside. Check out the interior inside. Blacked out, fully leather seats. These specific ones are heated. All your controls are on the side of your door panel. As you can see right here, the real wood that goes all across the vehicle with the aluminum and chrome plating, as you can see. Of course, it's too old, it's showing its age. You have the buttons here, you can control your seats, headrest, all that stuff. You have the memory seats here, both on driver and passenger, and the buttons on the door for you to operate your side mirrors. Power windows, power lockout, all that kind of stuff. And you also have Harman and Kardon music system right here, because that is something was specifically used by Chrysler at that time in 2006, and the specific vehicle at that time, or Mercedes, was owned by Chrysler Daimler at that time. A little bit of a harder name, you know, but I'm getting the hang of it. Now, check this out. In case you want to throw your snacks in, you also have this extra space here where you can throw any of your snacky stuff, anything like that. Now, before I talk about more driver side things, I want to talk about one more thing. Now, air conditioning inside. One of these vehicles were owned by a lot of executives or the people who have families, or where the wife sits at the back, you know, you can say that. When your air conditioning or heater is running, the air is also coming out of this specific portion. It goes through this door right here and passes through the door exit right here. Now, that specific air enters on the side of the pillar here, and guess what, where it exits? It goes all the way at the back and exits on the side of the panel right here, which is pretty cool. So if I'm sitting at the back, I'm enjoying my air right going to my face. I can increase the speed of it, and it's pretty cool. And if I have a smoke in my hand, I can also have my ashtray right on the side here. Plenty of space underneath in case I want to put my scarf in, or if I want to throw some more snacky snacks in. Now, come inside. I want to show you a few more things. So this is how it looks like. You still have your your chair, you have the option where you can throw your car seat and stuff like that. You have the armrest right here. You can actually lift this up. You can throw your pen, your notepad, or your wallet, or your gun, or all kind of stuff that you want. And you can open this up, and that's where you have your cup holders as well. You have a separate climate control system right in the middle. You have a small space here too, where you have a 12 volt max 15 amp charger here, small pocket space here too. And behind these seats, you have more storage here where you can throw your newspaper and stuff like that. And everything is so thoughtful in this specific vehicle, and it's pretty cool. Now, when you will look at newer vehicles, the amount of money that you pay for those, you don't really get that much of a quality. I mean, feel everything. Everything is just so sturdy. You know, everywhere you touch, it feels quality. Even after 21 years, the leather is intact. After 135,000 kilometers, it's pretty cool. You have these lights right here where you can turn it on for your reading and all that kind of stuff. And these lights specifically turns on only at the back when you open the door if you do the setting properly there. Now, you have the own headrest at the back, and if the person sitting at the front, the driver, see this as an obstacle for him to drive, you can also press the button and drop all these. Now here we are inside the vehicle right here on the driver side again, and talking about the front portion here. Look at this. You have this sunroof portion. You have the air vents right here. Now some of you might be wondering what's the whole purpose of it. When these air vents are on, which they are, even when your shade is on, you can open up your sunroof without having the light come inside. You can close it and it can still vent some air. Everything is so thoughtful. Did you think about that? Now, it's pretty cool. You have the sun visor right here, which is number one. You can move this around, and guess what? If you don't have a sun visor, you can put this down as well. Everything is so thoughtful, as I said again, right? Pretty cool. Now, if at that time, if you had any of the people who had some expensive garages, they also had these garage button openers here too. Right? You have the lights underneath your mirrors here for your reading light right here. I'm sure you are able to see that here. I know we are in the sun here. And just small things like that just make this car really, really special. You have the armrest here, real wood right here. You can open this up. You have the cup holders here, more extra storage here too. Your air suspension buttons right here in case you want to make your suspension, you know, a little bit sportier or comfortable. You have the buttons to turn off your park assist. And you have the air if you want to move your suspension up too. More space right here, real wood area where you have your ashtray, you have the cigarette lighter plug, and you have the heated seats in this specific one too. And if you press this button, you have your CD opener right in the middle here. You can throw your CD in. Now, some of you might be wondering, why does it have two CD players? Because there is one hidden right here, which you can close, and there is another one right here too. In this specific one, you can control your bass and all that kind of stuff. It's not Bluetooth, but you can actually use some sort of a, AM transmitter at one of these places where you can still use your Bluetooth and use your Harman and Kardon music system, which is pretty cool, right? Your automatic climate system, you have the separate climate on both the sides, and of course you can adjust how do you want the air to come, just for your foot or your face, or just for your foot, or just to your top, or just for your face. I know too many words, but I'm trying to get into it, right? You have extra space right here where you can throw your coins in. Looks pretty cool. Now come inside. I want to show you one more thing on the dash before we get started on the test drive. Now, this specific steering wheel is also heated, and you have the button on the side where you can move the telescope and tilt. Leather wrapped, volume buttons, all that kind of stuff is there. Now, if you look into the dash, you have the speedometer. You have the temperature written right inside, you have the RPM gauge, and you have a live clock on the left side. So make sure you do not forget what time it is, because you know what? When you're an executive, the time is money, and you can go over all the gauges right here for your fuel economy, the timer, the track if you're playing any specific track using the CD, and of course the temperature gauge as well, which looks pretty cool there. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think about this specific vehicle? I have spent about 2 years with my W210 2000 E320, and I'm pretty impressed, and I'm thinking about buying this specific one too right now as we speak, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below, and let's go for a test drive so I can show it to you how it handles and how quiet it goes, because this may surprise you. All right, let's just go for a quick drive right now and show it to you what this vehicle is all about. It's just so comfortable, I can tell you that. And one big thing I love about this car is the sound deadening material is so cool, the seals within the doors, and the way just overall the experience in this vehicle is so cool. And you know, if you can buy one of these cars for $10,000 to $12,000 or maybe $15,000 right now in this year over a new Mercedes, I will highly recommend that, because you know what? Because if you're just starting out and you're entering into the luxury market and you want something really cool that can actually make a statement, if you really want to, you can with this specific vehicle. You can put some tints all around the vehicle if you like, and at the same time you can put some subwoofer in it if you want to match with your Harman and Kardon music system too, right? Feels really cool. It's comfy. I'm literally just enjoying the overall experience of this vehicle. It feels solid. It's premium. And you still have over 300 horsepower in this thing. Wow. It almost feels like a sports car, even though this specific one does not have an AMG package. You know what, I will still prefer this, because you know what, I like reliability with a good amount of power. Fuel economy wise, some of you might be concerned it's a V8, you know what's going to happen. You still going to get about 12 liters per 100 kilometers. Obviously you still want some power, and with the reliability and something that has a lot less electronics, I'll take this over anything else with the turbo any day possible. You just basically, you know, floats on the road. It's pretty cool. Well, I really hope that you enjoy this video and you got some value out of it, in order for you to get some motivation and some courage that you can actually trust this vehicle. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. If you have any specific questions for me, let me know as well. I'm looking forward to hear from you, and please do not forget to subscribe, because I don't want to miss you in my next video. I want to make sure you come back and watch this video and content again. Thank you so much.